What's up, everybody? Today on Connected Cooking, I am here with my friend, my buddy, my business partner, Terry Cowser, the credit extraordinaire.
Hello.
Yes. So you know if I have Terry on, we're going to be talking a little bit about credit. But in the meantime, hit it, Brad. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is our first episode of Connected Cooking. Yes, I'm super excited. So, guys, listen, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have 7 more of these coming. Make sure you hit that notification button so you know when the next episode is premiering. We are going to rock with fun, family, finance, and we're just going to bring it all together for you. We hope you enjoy it. We know you're going to enjoy it. But in the meantime, Terry, let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking.
Have you ever been in the kitchen?
Yeah, not so much. It's not really my thing.
This is going to be a little bit of a challenge. We are going to make sure we dive a little bit into credit and the importance of credit and some great things that Terry and tips that Terry has to share with us. But for right now, I owed you a favor. A long time coming, right? You've been asking me to teach you how to cook something.
I really have. You are late. You're lucky. I have love for you and I forgive you. But help me out.
Hey, better late than never, right? So we're going to cook 1 pot chicken Alfredo. So we're going to start with raw chicken. That's easy, right? So we have a lot of seasoning to do, a lot of prep to do. You guys see the seasonings that's going on. I want to tell you a little bit about what I put in my Alfredo. First of all, freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Very important for the flavor of your homemade Alfredo. We use light cream or heavy cream, whichever cream you choose to use. You can use milk if you so choose, but you're good to go there.
I'm confused already. They told me to be me.
I like to be a little fancy, right? So I like to put fresh herbs in. You don't have to do this. This is fresh herbs from someone's garden. You'll find that out a little bit later. But we have parsley, rosemary, thyme, and a little bit of oregano. All right? And then, of course, my top secret ingredients that I put in just about everything, by the way.
Top secret.
So you've had a couple of my dishes.
Yes.
So I need to tell you, in just about every single one of my dishes, there has been sun-dried tomatoes.
Really?
And garlic.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
Everything a pop.
Okay.
And you'll see how that works in a second. All right. But, and then our spinach and I love our portobello mushrooms. What is our portobello? These are, I forget what these are. These something bella.
Something bella.
Something bella mushrooms,
Listen,
but they're good.
They taste amazing.
something bella mushrooms. Go to the store and get whatever mushrooms you want. We're going to bell it all up.
I love it.
But while I go ahead and get this chicken going and seasoned and all flavorful, tell the people what you got out there. What you driving? What you driving, Terry?
Oh, man. It's something like a 2020 Jaguar F-Pace.
And wait. So does your business own it? Or do you own it because you own the business?
Listen,
Tell them why I do this. Tell them why I do this.
Anything in my name, guys. And so I actually just posted how I needed a work truck, right? And so I own a business, Care Consulting, and I focus heavily on business credit and leveraging your credit to build wealth and investing. And I kind of think people don't even realize how amazing it can be, how it's a completely different world when you kind of transition into business credit. So I said, I need a work truck. I have my business credit. So I went ahead and I purchased a 2020 Jaguar F-Pace truck in my business's name with business credit, with business funding. I actually had them deliver it to my front door and my name is not on it anywhere. And guys, this is where, so I always teach people, leverage your credit to build wealth and you have your assets pay for your liabilities. So the biggest problem is people go out and get cars and furniture and jewelry, and they just have a bunch of liabilities. So money is going out. Look, this looks amazing. Money's going out. Money's going out. I'm doing an amazing job cooking. Y'all see how amazing I'm doing?
You are doing great. You are doing great.
And so the problem is that people is go get a bunch of things, and what it equals is a bunch of debt, and what it equals is a bunch of money going out and going out. But when you truly are leveraging your credit to build wealth, you go and get your assets first, and then your assets pay for your liabilities.
Your what?
Listen.
Your what?
Your assets first, and your assets pay for your liability. So God, like literally, honestly, you can have lifestyle, you can have legacy. Nobody's saying like, don't, work hard, play hard, like don't treat yourself. But when you actually have your assets pay for your liabilities, that's where you can truly have lifestyle and truly leverage and build wealth, and not just kind of be like, overwhelmed with debt. So guys, my business is income producing, cash flowing asset. And then I built up my business credit and had my business buy my Jaguar F-Pace. And this is the best part, right? Like, look, drum roll. Because it is a work truck in my business's name, it's a tax write-off.
Wow.
Literally.
Wait, so you have a business.
I have a business.
Business is doing well.
Business is doing well.
You built business credit.
Built business credit.
And you bought a Jaguar.
And I bought a 2020 Jaguar. F-Pace, the truck.
Wow.
The big one.
Man.
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
Listen, I got you guys.
I mean, I gotta come see you when we done, because I need to give me a Jaguar on my business.
I got you.
But in the meantime, we're gonna get back to this chicken Alfredo, right? So, as you guys probably saw while Terry was talking, I'm not the best at cutting, but who cares, right? But we seasoned this with chicken seasoning, garlic. We seasoned it with a little paprika. We're gonna go ahead and take some of our pepper. Listen, fresh pepper just gives it a different type of flavor. Okay. All right, and let me tell you something. Got to make sure you have a wet rag, because if you aren't using your fingers, it's not soul food. You're just not putting something in it. There's something missing.
There's no love.
You know what? But we got to get cooking. We got to get cooking on this. But while I'm getting this cooking, while I'm getting this chicken sizzling and everything going, I want you to tell them 3 credit mistakes that you see every day.
How much time do we have? Only 3? I know, I'm like, so extra. I'm sorry. So no, honestly, guys, I would probably say like one of the #1 mistakes I still see constantly is that people have no idea what's on their credit report. People look at just their scores. They're focusing on like maybe they have a credit card and maybe it kind of shows them their score in the back, like in the back office, or they're looking at inaccurate websites that don't have FICO scores, and they're just looking at their scores. They're not actually going through their report. Guys, if you besides the amazing food, if you take one thing away from this, then I really need you to go pull current copies of your credit reports and look at your actual report, because literally like 99, like it's a high percentage, like 99% of the time when I'm talking to people about their credit and I'm kind of doing an evaluation or I'm doing a strategy session, we always find something that is either inaccurate, shouldn't be reporting, hasn't updated, they thought was deleted. Look at that. I am like an amazing cook. You know? And so, like the credit reports honestly always have a lot of errors in them, but you guys can't put together a real plan to actually fix it if you don't know what's on your report. And so that's like really #1. Start learning to actually go through your report, get familiar with your accounts. Things that you paid should be 0. Things that should be deleted should be off. Things that, if you've done a consolidation, those other loans should be updated. So go through your actual credit report. #2, utilization. OMG. People have to stop. Listen, that is like, stop maxing out your credit cards. Guys, your open available credit factors more heavily into your score, and the last 24 months of your credit history factors more heavily into your score. And so many people are working on their credit, and they're getting things deleted and getting things updated, and all the while you have a $300 credit card, it's at $299 every month. You have a $1,000 credit card, the balance is $99, not like $9 every single month. And you don't know why your scores are not moving.
And Terry, I see that all the time. All the time.
And I think also, too, like, what people don't realize, they'll say, well, it's only a $300 credit card if you have small ones, or it's only a $200 credit card. Guys, the limit of the credit card is literally irrelevant. What goes into your actual FICO score is the ratio. So $299 on a $300 credit card, that's almost 100% utilization. That's exactly the same as if you had, a $10,000 credit card and you had $9,999 on there. It's the ratio, the ratio, the ratio. So when you're working on your credit, you must, like the things you can control, guys, I always tell people, the things you can control them. You can control your utilization. You may not be able to wave the magic wand and make everything negative go away. So the things you can control, be super aggressive. And then the last thing I would say is, you guys have no idea what you want to do with your credit. So, and that's important because we just talked about business credit. You need your personal credit to be a 680 or above for business credit. But say you're just trying to get an FHA loan. Say you're trying to be a first-time home buyer. You want to need your credit score to be like a 640. You cannot put together an effective plan if you don't know what you're trying to accomplish.
Did you say something about having a credit goal?
A credit goal. Listen, stop like, I'm working on my credit. If you're just working on your credit, you're going to be working on your credit for
a
years.
long time. Yeah.
You need to understand, what is it you're working on your credit for? Is it a house? Is it a business loan? Is it a refinance? Is it a transition into business credit? Are you trying to refinance your car or buy a car? You must know what it is you're trying to accomplish with your credit so you can put together a goal, actually benchmark, and then actually have a tangible result. Stop working on your credit for like 5 years. Look, it's nonsense.
All right. The chicken is where it needs to be, right? So one thing I want to let you guys know about the chicken, very, very important. The first part of that, you don't need to all the way cook it through, but you want to cook it where it's very juicy because it's going to cook in with the sauce. So let's get this thing off the stove. Let's get it on a plate for now. No, we're not going to eat like this. I know you're like, man, just get me a, what you call it, a tortilla.
With the fajitas.
Yeah, the fajitas and get going. So look, so this is the most important part I want to show you guys. I want to show you too, Terry.
Yes.
This is the most important part of your Alfredo.
Okay.
All these flavors in this pot. Okay? So we're going to build from these flavors.
Okay.
Okay? So you ready for that?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's rock. Let's do it. So we're going to put that back on. And as we build from the flavors, I'm going to go with a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit to pick that back up. Okay? And once that starts to sizzle, I'm waiting to hear that sizzle. I don't really hear it too much yet. Once that starts to sizzle, we have our vegetable cooking stock. Okay? You can do vegetable stock. You can do chicken stock.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do, that's up to you, right? You may have made baked chicken the day before, and you may still have juices left from that baked chicken. That's okay. You can use that, Terry.
I didn't make baked chicken the night before.
You didn't make baked chicken the night before?
Not so much.
Oh, you don't have that problem. So, not really good with measurements. So
Okay.
if you ask me a measurement, I'm an eye guy. I'm a look guy, a color guy. So I'm going to go to right about, yep, that looks good.
That much.
Yeah. So we want that now to start boiling before we then add the next layer. So that's very, very important. This looks like this is doing good. This is picking up. One of the reasons I cook on high. I don't suggest cooking on high. I think that's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
Basically, he's disclaimer that means Terry, don't do that.
Terry, don't cook on high.
Listen.
I need you to cook on sizzle.
Sizzle.
Cook on sizzle.
Duly noted. You don't got to tell me.
Like that
twice.
Jaguar you got outside the house. It's sizzling. Okay? Cook on sizzle, Terry. That's what I need you to do. All right. And then also we're going to start to pack in some of our flavors again. So we're going to throw a little bit more of that parsley. Boom. I got that from, remember, that's where I learned most of my cooking from, my exotic cooking. And then we're going to throw a little bit more of these other fresh herbs in to pack on that flavor with the vegetable stock. And then I'm going to start to pick up the remnants of the pot. Yes. Once we put the next layer in, you'll see what I'm talking about. What do you mean pick up the remnants?
I was like, I just was going
What are you now? I'm just going to take this and put it in the sink? No, that's not what I'm going to do, Terry. That's
Show me what you're talking about.
So, what I mean is now that this is starting to heat up, which is good, starting to pick up. Now, I want you guys to notice this. All of those flavors from the bottom of the pot is now in that vegetable stock. Okay? It's sizzled right out of the vegetable stock. Okay? So I want you guys to notice that. And then now we can really start to build this sauce. All right? We're going to use all of this.
We're going to use all of it.
We're going to use all of this. Okay? And what you're going to see is I'm going to do this a little bit at a time because I just like things to be hot. So we're going to put a little in right now.
Okay.
We're going to let that get hot. And we're going to start to pick up the flavors from the pot. So what am I doing? All those flavors at the end of the pot, we're making sure that hits our
He's like scraping it up. I can do that.
Get that in. See? Get all that in. That's all roasted garlic and sun-dried tomatoes
Guys,
and
it
fresh
smells
herbs.
so good. Like,
That's what
I
all
wish
that
that the
is.
smell could like translate to the camera. Like, I'm like, can we pick this up so I can
Yes.
taste it? Like,
Yes. Now, here's the fun part.
Fun
I
part.
want this is, I told you guys I'm used to cooking on high. So I'm like, come on, boil. You know, I'm ready for the next step. I need you to, there you go.
there we go.
Pick it on up for me. Well, while we're waiting on it to boil, this now we're going to just boom, put all that. And let's try. I know it's going to be hard. I want all of that in there. I want all of this.
All of it. Get all of it.
I'm just going to hold that there for a second. We're just going to hold
Go in
that there
there.
for a second. Hold that there for a second. All right.
Love
Good.
it.
Now we're starting to boil. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Starting to boil. It's starting to get a little bit hot.
Okay, good.
One of my secret ingredients, by the way,
Secret ingredient.
white wine. We're not going to use a lot of it,
Okay.
but we are going to use a little bit of it.
Okay.
Okay?
Do you see how good of a cook I am, y'all? Like, what?
So now look what's happening. Here, get this Brad. This Brad is our guy, man. I'm telling you, he is doing his thing behind the camera. Okay? Listen, this is what the chicken is now doing now inside of that sauce. Do you see it picking up all the flavors? I want y'all to see that out there in TV land, okay? It's picking up all the flavors. And once this thing gets hot, then I can add more of that cream to then now pick up with the rest of the flavors. And then once it really gets hot, then we can add our spinach. And we're getting ready to add our mushrooms now. And we're not going to add too many mushrooms. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Because, you know, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way because, yeah, I already put the cutting board away. But we're good to go, guys. Just
We're good to go.
boom, just snap it. Snap it right. And I told you, cooking with your hands is love. It's all love. If you got somebody that's cooking for you and they not cooking with their hands,
It's not really love.
it's not really love. They just doing it because they have to. It's attached to them.
I'm sorry.
It's
We
attached to
break it
them.
you.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Tell you gonna go home with you and tell your kids. He told me to cook with my
He
hands.
told me you could go back and take this food.
And be like, Mom, you still gotta buy utensils.
Wow. It's a whole mess.
So we have this. This is boiling now, which is good.
Yeah.
And now we can add our cream. Okay. I'm going to add more cream. And what I will tell you guys is here we need to add a little bit. I really needed some more pasta water. I took some of the water that was left over from the garlic and from the roasted tomatoes, put it in a nice little bowl, store that up, threw it over the pasta, and boom, now we have pasta water.
It's
Just
basically
that
my
simple.
idea.
Yes, it was. Actually, it was your idea. Thank you for that. So you don't need too much more, but we definitely needed more. It was very vital and very important, especially as we begin to put the spinach in because it needs a watery base in order to come down and condense. So, guys, that's going to definitely just loosen up. So we're just going to put all that in. And we're going to let that rock and roll. I don't know if you realize we haven't put any cheese in yet, and you're just still like, oh, this looks so good. This looks so
It
great.
really does.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So while this is going to start to wilt, right? So your spinach is wilting. You don't want it to wilt all the way. You want to start getting a real good boil, and it's boiling. And then now we can start to, I'm going to give my little Emerald Lagasse like, bam! You know what I'm saying? But then you do it again, you're just like, bam! And stop playing. Just throw the cheese in there.
So dramatic. I love it. That's something I would do.
just have fun with the cheese, y'all. Just have fun with the cheese. And Terry, so I'm gonna tell you a quick secret, okay?
Okay, tell me a secret.
I'm gonna see if you know this answer before I tell it to you.
Uh-oh.
What seasoning goes really good with cheese? Anything you're making with cheese, what seasoning?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Pepper? I like pepper.
It is pepper. So remember I said we love fresh pepper, but when we're talking about seasoning, guys, yeah, the fresh pepper just doesn't give it to us fast enough. So this is about 2, 3, I don't know. The cheese is going to pick it up. It's still going to be very good. You're like, oh my gosh, Rashawn just put all that pepper into this Alfredo. He just messed it up. Guess what? No, I didn't, guys. You can't even still see that yet, can you? Nope. So now that we put the base of pepper in there, now I can go on ahead and you smell it.
It
you smell that coming up. You can start smelling the cheeses.
Yes.
It's absolutely amazing. Here we go. Now you put some of that fresh pepper. And guys, listen, I'm not going to keep you guys too long, but what I'm going to tell you is We just made homemade chicken Alfredo. Isn't that amazing?
I did so good.
You did great. You want to give it a start? Here, show the people what you're doing. Show the people what you're doing while we checking them out.
Y'all see me starting this
What you doing while we checking them out? Listen, guys, we had so much fun today, and we cannot wait to be with you over the next few weeks. Make sure you tune in to this full season of Connected Cooking. We're going to give you finance tips because it's important and vital for you and for me. This is why we connect.
It really
because
is.
we really want to ensure that you guys have the right tools and the right knowledge for generational wealth, for financial freedom, for financial sustainability. But listen, guys, in the meantime, keep your head up, believe in yourself, and man, you are only one opportunity away from achieving your wildest dreams. Talk to you guys soon. We're going to eat. Hope you enjoyed today's show. If you're looking for the recipe to today's meal, make sure you click the link right in the description or go to our website, www.experienceshawn.com, and grab the cookbook today. It is jam-packed with multiple recipes, including bonus features. So go ahead and get yours. Click that link in the description, and we'll see you on the next episode of Connected Cooking. Talk to you soon.